Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. It's a new day, and the game says Eden, or sorry, the random thing says Eden. And I like that, that's a good thing to get back to. PAX was a ton of fun. I didn't really do much on the show floor. But I met a bunch of cool people, hung out and did cool stuff. There's not really much story to tell. How is that jump not something that went straight through my character? The knockback on my tier. Like, so barely curved around me, it was magical. Anyway, this is a solid spawn. My fire rate is good. My damage is okay. Probably not that good since it was 1, but that doesn't really mean anything. But I got 2 pretty good items. 10 seconds of invincibility every 3 rooms on my active item. And immunity to curses as well as the black heart on my passive item. So I won't get any curses this run, which is freaking awesome. Alright. Also, the audio issue didn't seem to have fixed itself. So I guess I'm just going to have to deal with increasing the volume on everything and going deaf in order to make the videos have the proper audio balance. I don't know what's up with that, but not up to me. We'll deal with it. Oh, that's fine. So then we got the smart fly. When I get hit, it'll go like away from my character and attack stuff. Do damage pretty quickly. It's decent at what it does. And I don't have any bombs. I was hoping that it would just drop a bomb for me there. Alright, so I can do this. I won't get all that much done, but it counts for something. Or so I hope. It's actually pretty hard to use the smart fly as an orbital the way I would the cube of meat to actually like run into stuff and hit it. So we get our black heart back for that item. Sadly, what we don't get is a bomb. It would have been nicer to get the matchbook because of that, just because it would have dropped 3 bombs of different, well, possibly different kinds. This boss will not drop bombs for me, most likely. I mean, I guess I could get a room drop, but I probably won't. Alright, so I'm going to pick this up so it doesn't show up in the item room, and then I'm going to keep my invincibility. And then I'm going to go check the shop because I have 3 keys and 5 cents, and that's enough for a bomb, so that's the dream right now. I want that tinted rock, even though I don't need it yet. Chance at a small rock. Maybe some lovely anything. More soul hearts don't hurt, although I do like having a black heart on top right now. Really, I just want to get small rock. Well, I paid 5 cents for a soul heart and a chance at more than a soul heart. It could have been other stuff, though, which could have been less convenient. Can't go in there. Alright, nice dead end. Probably a secret room beneath that, but I don't have any bombs to check. I hope this isn't a run where there are just no bombs for the rest of my life. Well, as long as it matters, there are no bombs, you know? Okay, good. Tinted rock, I know. I might get it. I might not. Well, I'll get it, but I might not go right now. I'm probably going to go right now, though, because it seems like it's going to have one of these directions be to the boss, which I want to not do yet. Aw, man, I almost got him enough times. Dang, I was so certain that I would be able to walk past that guy. Thank you. Good job. Smart fly, like I said, pretty good work. This makes any one thing in the shop free. And then it's used up. Wow, I want both of those. But Humbling Bundle turns all keys, bombs, pennies, and full red hearts into 1+1 freestyle pickups all the time. So it alone solves a lot of resource concerns. And could mean that I can even get the mom's key on this very floor. Which would be pretty sweet. I'll go back first. I don't need the boss yet. I'm about to say the bomb yet. Well, that's why we wait. It's not enough, but it's really close to enough, so we're getting close. We're gonna get 2 more cents easily. And then we'll be able to get mom's key. We may not get that tinted rock, but that's not the end of the world. At least I don't think it is. No coin drop. That's what I want. Leo. That's useful. It means I can crush rocks and props and such just by walking over them. Makes me larger, so it's a little awkward to dodge because I don't know exactly where my hitbox is. This one actually might increase the size of my hitbox, unlike one makes you large. Then again, it might not. I think that this and Magic Mushroom do affect your hitbox, though. So that's kind of unfortunate because that does mean some dodges are more difficult if it does. Kind of did that to myself, to be fair. But it's also not a big deal. I'm not crushing every rock because I don't really need to. I will crush all of these because they probably have the money in them. So Mom's Key makes it so that chests are more likely to contain a ton of things. And by more likely, I mean likely at all. To just contain like a boatload of stuff. And it gives 2 keys. Wow, that one blew up really fast. I was all gutsy and stuff, and then it didn't work out. Oh yeah, so with Humbling Bundle, this cool stuff happens where you can tell which coins are lucky, which pennies are lucky, because lucky pennies won't be able to be 1+1 free. So anytime a single penny spawns, I know it's lucky, which means once I hit 99 cents, which I totally will because I have Humbling Bundle, I don't have to pick up every coin hoping it's lucky. Or if I get Bum Friend, I don't have to pick up every coin not knowing whether he's going to steal a lucky one from me, because I can just pick up the lucky ones. Alright, that went well. That's 0.5 damage up. And some range up, which is also good. Take this. When I get hit, I spawn a black circle around my character that, like, oscillates in and out. And it does my damage at a very high rate. It even has my tier effects for the most part. And it has a chance, when it kills something, a decent chance since I have to get hit to activate it, for that thing to spawn a black heart. So I figured since Larry Jr. has a lot of segments, there was a good chance I get a black heart there, so I'd try it. I still have decent health. I'm probably going to stick with Guppy's head for now, over the invincibility. I wasn't getting much use out of the invincibility anyway. I don't really need it for anything, and I got a damage up, so I'm less in need. And Guppy's head is a little more to my offensive style, where it spawns 2 to 4 kamikaze flies every room. It's a 1-room charge, that is. And is a third of Guppy. Those flies do 2 times my damage. Pretty nice. Alright, I'll check you out. So this is the dirty bedroom, which means that it has no reason for me to bomb the carpet there, because it is just a trapdoor to the next floor rather than to a crawl space or black market. So it's nice to be able to know that, and I don't really want to go to the next floor, because there's a lot left that I can do on this floor. 8 minutes right now is not the best timing. But you know, what are you going to do? No, please. Stop having forever health. I kind of want to get hit on purpose, because otherwise this room's going to take quite a while. Then again, maybe life is cooperative. I like it. I also like that I found the item room relatively quickly. This little buddy shoots Sacred Heart Tears. I don't know quite how much damage they do. It's not often. They're kind of slow because they're Sacred Heart Tears. But they are homing. It's not the best familiar, but it's certainly not the worst. I don't take it often, so I figured why not. I'll give up on my first familiar. Should always be pretty much Incubus thing. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get anything out of that. How unfortunate. So I would normally want to break all of the mushrooms, of course, because magic mushroom, decent chance of that. But I don't want to do it with Leo. I don't want to do it with Contact because they have a very high chance to hurt me when I do that, basically, because they can put out a poison cloud. Instantly damages me. No fun. Well, that's unfortunate and unkind. Much as I want to use Diplopia, can't really go about that. So this is nice. The Mom's Box doubles the effect of my trinket if that's a relevant thing it can do. Which it isn't for this, as far as I can tell. But this trinket, it also spawns a trinket every 4 rooms, so it's really good. It's a really good active item. And the trinket I picked up makes it so that whenever I destroy a rock or a prop, it drops a coin. That coin is always a penny. It's never going to be lucky because of that. Oops. Well, there goes my life. Okay, I'm kind of running out of health here. Need to take it a little slow. But, you know, I can always do that, which is nice. And I have... Well, now I have, like, max money, so it's not like I need to hold on to this trinket. It's not really a trinket that I end up using a lot. Especially when I have Humbling Bundle and don't need it at all. Oh, wow, that was, like... I got really cheesed there. Let's just leave it at that. Just leave it at that. It's like I'm probably not going to bother with all of these rocks. I just don't have any reasonable need to. I have 88 cents. Haven't even been to this shop yet. And there we go. Flat penny is good. Every time I pick up a coin, 50% chance for an accompanying key drop. This is another trinket that won't have its effect doubled. That trinket teleports me whenever I use my active item. Random teleport. Doesn't take you to the error room. Oh, I did go to the shop. I'm just silly and forgot about it because it had Diplopia and I blocked it out of my memory because I didn't want to remember that I didn't really have a reasonable reason to pick that up. Because this is already a run right here where, like, you look at it and you're like, yeah, you're gonna die. So if I take Diplopia, that just furthers the standard of Diplopia runs always ending in my sadness. Which means I'm gonna not do that, because this trinket could easily bring great honor to my people. This is, like, particularly uncool. Okay. So yeah, as you might be able to tell, it looks like my hitbox is a little big, but I don't know. We're getting there. This is a very slow fight, though. Health up and a trinket drop. 2 very good items that I'm going to take here. Since I'm doing just as badly as I am, I'm also going to do what I should always do in this scenario and play this guy and with the health that I'm trading away anyway. So that's 1 damage up and a Devil Room chance increase by 10%, and that's 1 damage up, 0.2 speed up, and 1 soul heart. How is there not a soul heart in the shop? Was there? Am I just, like, dumb? Because now that I'm down to the health I'm down to, I would like to kind of make this a little more survivable, reasonable. Alright, man, if you say so. Magician, that's not what I need. Here, you can have all the money you want. It's not going to want very much, I promise. Probably breaks at like 922. Alright, well, that's a little better than I expected, but... Moral of the story is, you can't trust the system. There's really not much for me. I was just looking at mushroom configurations. There's really not much for me to do besides play super well and hope that I get pretty lucky. Which isn't like impossible or anything. Gonna bomb these, of course. And you two. Don't need bomb drops, I need keys. Because keys have that good stuff where I've got the mom's key. So that's kind of the dream. But I guess we're just going to have to play really carefully. Which is only sometimes my strong suit, and I don't think that right now is a time where I feel such a strong need to be careful enough that it's going to be right now that it is such a time. That's fine though. Maybe we just won't get to a point where I really feel that way. Alright. Look, everything went great. You're just pooping everywhere and I don't appreciate it. I would love to go to the curse room, but that's, you know, not really an option at the moment. Calm down, friends. Okay, I kind of was a little stuck there. But at least I got a black heart for getting hit. And sometimes you just gotta try. It's very tempting to use the black heart, but the problem is then I wouldn't be able to spawn any more from this room. Because these guys all would die. And it's easy enough when you've got as much damage as I do. So none of these are particularly helpful, but what I can do, of course, is check this out. Because maybe it was going to give me a soul heart or something. So that's 3 more books that we won't see anywhere else now because I picked them up. Bob's Brain is definitely not something that I can really handle taking at this kind of health. So I'm going to not do that. And everything's going to be better that way. Unless I get 2 more on this floor. If I get 2 more of those on this floor, I'll take it. Alright, that's 2 damage up, but of course, that effect is doubled, so it's 4 damage up. Well, good thing that didn't hit me. That would have sucked. That was really, really close. That 4 damage up is going to make a pretty big difference, though. This is one of the 2 trinkets that I'm going to end up keeping. Of course, the only other one that I'd swap for pretty much is cancer, as we all know. There wasn't really anything I could do about that, so let's just hope I don't die. And by really, I do mean there was just actually nothing to do about that. Which sucks. Well, that's probably a top secret room if we're looking at things critically. Sure, it's a health up if I can get it to the next floor, but it doesn't help me at all this floor. If I lose my last half soul heart, I am dead. Shop's got to be right here, pretty much. Yep. Thank you. I'm gonna stick to my use item for now, though. The doubled effect is kind of necessary. There we go. So I'll get a familiar that I don't want for this, but do I take it as a question? I think no, because I can still get one of the good familiars as my second slot. Alright, neither of these will give me health, so I can't take advantage of them being there. Well, neither of them will give me health before I die, I should say. Let's get out of here. Little Chad drops a half red heart every couple rooms, but I don't want that, like I said. Okay, just kind of stay away from these guys when possible. Wow, before they could even attack? Before they were even like, hey, I kind of want to charge at this guy. Alright, awesome. Dang, they got to jump. I can even kill them really fast so that they couldn't jump, but no. Towers, 6 troll bombs spawn about the room. Couldn't quite get to him, that's okay. I can crush skulls with my Leo effect. They won't hurt me, because those guys don't do contact damage, which is pretty nice. 3 flies and 3 spiders here. I mean, I'll keep the magician. I'm probably not going to end up using it, but it's not bad to have. Oh, so I one-shot these guys, which is pretty nice. Sadly, I can't destroy those. The what, like indestructible blocks of utter doom or whatever. Can't recall my precise name for them. Way to be a punk, dude. It's fine, though. Found the item room. There's a battery. That's nice. This is a good item. When I hit enemies, I increase my damage. My tears turn more glowy red. And as long as I continue hitting enemies, I will keep the bonus. But every time I miss, there's a chance that the damage resets. And that's about that. Now that's a really good item right there. I believe the max bonus from, or trinket of course, I believe the max bonus from Deadeye is double your damage. But, okay, so I don't need to pick any of those up. The trinket that I said was really good there was Blind Rage, I believe it's called, which is invincibility frames you get from being hit are doubled, which is obviously pretty insane. So I already missed boss rush, unfortunately. And anyway, of course, with the doubled effect, that means that they're quadrupled. But I need my damage, and when I get the Polaroid, that's going to be a lot less important to have. And I don't have so much health that it's important to have even right now. So it's kind of just not that good for me, even though it's really good in general. Alright, Cube of Meat, awesome orbital. Blocks tears, 7 contact damage on hit. And is actually really easy to use. So, we are in business again. I'm gonna blow everyone up. Don't need anything really. None of those were lucky. Let's just make sure there wasn't one behind the machine. Nope. I have 98 cents, so yeah, I could pick one of them up. But I'm sure I'll get another one anyway, before too long. Haven't gotten any tears up yet, which is something of an issue, but my fire rate's still pretty okay. So those guys don't attack you until the button is depressed. That's when they actually have a clear line of sight on you. But sometimes they attack so quickly after that anyway that it doesn't matter. You're just not avoiding it. I would go to that curse room, but, you know, I like being alive. Strange as that might sound. Alright. Gonna go ahead and try to not get hit in general. But I'm not gonna worry too much about the bonus from Deadeye, because you get it back pretty quickly. So, just make sure to kill the fire that could potentially ruin my day. Yeah, this is another one of the kinds of runs that I actually enjoy most, because I have to play well, but I don't have a build that sucks to use. So that item, very much a double-edged sword. It increases the size of my tears, but not the damage. It's a fire rate delay -1, and it is an increase in my tears knockback. So the knockback sucks, but fire rate delay -1 and larger tears means it's easier to hit. And I shoot more tears. And that's great. So it's just very much something that I enjoy having in my life. 2 soul hearts there is super useful. Of course, I ran straight to the tinted rock because I wanted to see what it would give me. And yes, this room couldn't have been anything. That's why I went in here, just kind of full clearing unless this is the boss direction, in which case I will just go fight the boss. This is my secret room, implied door right there, or top secret room. Oops. Down got held longer than I held it, basically. No, gotta take that. Full map for the floor. I guess I know where I'm going now. Removes floor curse and gives a soul heart. Of course, I don't get any floor curses. Alright, this is good to have, because it's a one-time D6. So there's a chance that I get to get something that I wouldn't have gotten. That's good, instead of not good. Buttons are the best if you didn't know. I love enemies that die really fast when I have good damage. Well, good damage, not like the best damage, of course. Wow, I got super greeted again. There's a lucky one. Alright, so I didn't get to reroll anything, and I'm gonna keep this as much as I like the idea of having the Emperor card with me. So I'm just gonna grab this, and then I'm gonna leave. Wait, no, I have to grab this. Never mind. This, as much as I like the idea of having either of those things with me, this is the obvious best choice. Sorry, out of sight, out of mind there. But it's fine, because I remembered when I got in. Polaroid. And that's a good item, but I can save my health because I've gotten really consistent devil rooms. That doesn't mean I'll continue to. I could get neither of the remaining ones, or I could get an XL floor in here and not get this one. Okay, good. It didn't do that. Well, actually, I couldn't get an XL floor because I have no curses. But moral of the story is I might not actually get any more devil rooms. So having his health could be a mistake. Well, that's nice. 1 damage up. If I get anything that modifies my fire rate after picking it up, it's 0.2 tears up. If I get anything that modifies my speed after picking it up, 0.2 speed down. That was an implied door there. Whoops. That makes stores, shops not cost keys to enter. So really not the most helpful of trinkets at this point. Aw, you punk. So I went the wrong way completely. Go figure. What else will I do? Go the wrong way again, of course. I didn't lose my damage buff for a long time there. Hit a bunch of walls and stuff. It was weird. But that's just because it's only a chance that I lose the bonus every time. 2 soul hearts there is pretty nifty. Ah, dang. Couldn't quite get there. I'm not quite that fast. I'm not super worried about it, though. Because I'm doing quite well. Whoopsie. Why, thank you. I kind of let that happen. Oh, thank you. Excellent. 0.6 speed up. And then a range and shot height up, both of which pretty useful. Means I'm that much more likely to not miss when I miss a tier. At least in a large room. Also nice that I'm kind of one-shotting most things at this point when I have a full damage buff. That makes my life pretty nice. Found the tinted rock. Now just trying to make sure not to get hit there, and all's well. Alright, can't kill him. Really? I would kill you if I could. Doesn't even take long. Wow, I got wrecked. Since those guys count as enemies, they could have dropped black hearts for me. They were the only things close for me to try and get a black heart from, so I may as well have gone for it. Even though it was a little risky. Alright, I only went down 1 bomb and gained 2 keys. Pretty good overall. Oh, it's so nice how quickly those guys die. Usually such an inconvenient enemy to fight. Alright, not hugely... Alright, that's Flight and an Eternal Heart. That makes me a little unhappy because I don't have a way to get rid of this Eternal Heart. Even if I hadn't destroyed the machine, that wouldn't have gotten rid of the Eternal Heart because I don't have a second red heart. So, that wasn't a mistake, necessarily. But it just means I'm stuck with another health next floor that I don't want. And I don't have a way to get rid of. But yeah, a blood donation machine in this scenario would still just take a soul heart from me. Even though I do have 1.5 red hearts, basically. It only looks at my red heart container count, basically, before deciding what to take. Rather than if I have some means of having enough health to take from my red hearts first. Nice, got the skip. Really? I do want the Dark Bum. Picks up red hearts. For every 1.5 red hearts it picks up, I get a soul heart, black heart, or friendly or enemy spider. And I know there are a bunch here because I have the Humbling Bundle. There we go. So I'll just go stock up on health for a second. Alright. So now I can grab these as well. They're not that important, but I can. And then I will lead you over to this. And this I'll kick down a little closer. And suddenly I have plenty of health. Sadly, I am still going to be stuck with this extra red heart. But the flight was probably worth it, so it's fine. Alright. Okay, hello. Nice soul heart. So we're off to a good start as far as picking dead ends. Never trust left, but I'm trusting left. Don't do it. I don't really need anything that that dude offers me. Unless I find a blood donation machine, and even then, I'm not that motivated to grab his health up. So we're just gonna not worry about it. Unlimited keys for the floor. My keys are already essentially unlimited right now. But you know, I've got it. Okay. Please. Thank you. It's probably not going to get the cancer trinket at all this run. This happens regularly. But that doesn't mean it has to happen every time, it just usually does. Could be the right way though overall. Looks like I didn't lose the damage up for a little while there. More than just a couple of misses that time. It almost always seems to reset by 2 misses, but that time took a few. So the nice thing is, I have both of my familiars in pretty much exactly the same spot, which means that tier blocking when one of them is gonna maybe be next to me there is super, super consistent. Then I've got this dude. Always helpful. So I get to double the chests in the chest. I have more than enough keys for that as well. So we're getting 8 items. Gonna be good stuff. Which is why I carry this around, of course. Nice as it would have been to just skip this entire floor and go straight to the boss. At least I get extra items out of it. So this is a place where the knockback tiers are really, really helpful. Dang, man. At this for freaking forever. Floor just doesn't end. None lucky in there. Just had to make sure none of them were hiding. But this is good. This is another time that it's nice to have that extra tier blocking. Whoops. Let's go there. Alright, double the stuff. And open the stuff. Alright. Parasite suite. My tiers hit an enemy or a wall. They split into 2 perpendicularly traveling tiers that do 1/4 damage. Another syringe. Enemies that come into contact with me get poisoned. And can drop a black heart if they die. This gives me a very high chance that non-specific heart drops are soul heart drops. This makes my tiers have a chance to stick to enemies and expand in size and explode for my damage plus 60. Then I'm ignoring the rest. I was going to take Tech X most likely, but then I got Parasite, which should be pretty fun. Or maybe I'll go take it and then it'll just get rid of Explosivo. Because I really don't like Explosivo much, but Explosivo is something useful as well, beyond its just normal effect there. Like it's a fire rate up or something weird like that, I don't remember. I seem to recall it having a second more useful effect. But of course it also makes it so that a lot of the time when you're trying to hit with tiers you just can't because they stick to an enemy, and tiers that stick to enemies don't do any damage. Until they explode. And since they get huge, they can be really, really distracting. So I really do kind of hate the item. So I'm about to get screwed here. That room is a very common source of unavoidable damage if you can't kill them very quickly. So that just kind of sucks. Honestly, without fire rate and stuff, most of the effect of having Parasite is lost. I won't activate with the Tech X, but Tech X is cool. My tiers are a circle. The outer ring of the circle damages enemies for my damage very frequently, which means that I want to charge it to be smaller. How does this work? It doesn't. Interesting. So you actually, for once, don't want to charge your item most of the time. Oh, he didn't grab it. I thought he would grab it. I mean, I'm not worried because I have tons of health, but dang, man. And obviously, Explosivo isn't doing anything with this build either. Whoa, close one, buddy. Segmented enemies, of course, get totally destroyed by anything piercing. So that's nice. Little get shoot slowing tiers. Alright, we're good. But we're bad at picking the right direction. That's ever the plague to me. But at the same time, it doesn't matter too much. Full clearing this isn't going to be difficult or particularly dangerous. I've gained a ton of health already. And I killed War before it could even get off the wall. So there's always that. Alright, man, if that's how you want to play. And nicely enough, get out of my face. Nicely enough, I actually might have picked a good direction this time. Alright, sweet. Could actually be left as well this time, because that could have an upward path, but I'm going to go with up. No lucky ones. Well, that's what happens when I go with what I believe. Look at me go. Of course. It's gonna be right down there. Yep. Unintentional full clear strats. Easy every time. Dang, man. I don't have to charge very much at all to get a shot out, though. That's when Tech X is really nice to have. Thunder Thighs there is pretty much Leo, but with a health up and a speed down. And by pretty much, I mean that's exactly what it is. Good. But I didn't get hit, so it doesn't matter. Well, I didn't get hit in the hard part of this room. Anything after this. Okay, we're good. Only the rock attack could really hit me unfairly. Anything else would be my own mistake. Whoopsie. No black heart drop. Disappointing. No, that was a fun run, though. That was, like I said, the kind of run that I like to have. So that's going to do it for today. We're all back and ready to get back to the grind. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.